Good morning. I have my tardy slip. Where's my tardy slip? Let me just write myself a tardy slip real quick. Let me see. I'll write a tardy slip for you guys. I don't want to waste paper. I'm not wasting paper. I'm here. I'm here. I am here. So today, I don't feel like talking about love. But we're going to talk about love today. We're going to talk about, good morning, Suli. Good morning. Good morning. Who's calling me Auntie? Who's saying good morning, Auntie? What is up? What up? Who is that? Good morning, Stace. Good morning. How are you, Stace? Oh, that's Stace talking about what up. Yeah, we talking about. Oh, Crystal, good morning. Adrian, good morning. Good morning to you guys. So today we're supposed to be talking about love again. I don't know why I agreed that we would talk about love every single day this week. Y'all know I can't stay on topic when I'm supposed to be on topic. When I got to plan it out for the whole week, it's hard sometimes. But today we're talking about love. Oh my God, that's hot. Love languages. So I already know Stace's love language is today's topic because Stace has been more than clear with us what his love language is. Good morning, Adrian. So for my I know, because I do love you guys. That's for real. I do. So I'm going to request that if you are joining me on Facebook, I need you to put your initials at the end of what you say because Crystal and Adrian, you guys both come through as Facebook user. And so therefore I don't know who's talking. Oh, thank you, Suli. See, Suli knows. Suli's that words of affirmation. We love you, guys. Work on it, Stace. Work on it. Stace is getting. See, that's what I'm talking about, Stace. Look, to touch or not touch. So it's interesting because remember I talked to you. I said, I've been saying all week that these love languages don't just apply at work. I mean, at home with your mate, they apply at work as well. So when I started my new job, I have a colleague who he would go around the office and he would shake everybody's hand. Steve says you made the suggestion love languages for the day. Right. And then Suli suggested one topic each week. Everybody had suggested thank you, Adrian. Everyone had suggested love, well, not everyone, at least 3 or 4 people suggested love languages, me being one of those 3 or 4, right? So who put F in? I would put F in. Oh, favorite niece. All right, Crystal, I got you. Favorite niece. All right, I got you. But the thing about it is that if we save the love language, if we wanted to discuss all the love languages in one day, we would do that on a Saturday or Sunday. And then Suli suggested that we do one each day. And I thought, oh, that's great because a little 30-minute segment on each love language, that would be perfect. So that's why we did it. However, the issue is not that I don't want to talk about love. The issue is that sometimes during the week, other stuff comes up, Grandmama. I don't want to talk about love at the table today because some stuff happened at school today. Nothing happened at school, but you see my point, right? Adrian says, how do we join on YouTube and view the comments and everything? So you can join on YouTube. You could go on YouTube eventually. So you know what I just found out I can do is that I can show your comments on the screen. You see that? I can show your comments there. But the only problem that I have with that is that, yeah, it's Suli's fault. The only problem that I have with that is that I would have to go through here, and each time someone makes a comment, I would have to go in and press show on the screen. So I'm working it out. Adrian, you'll be able to see all the comments eventually once I have time to sit down and work through some more of the tech part of it. I have to use a different software program that will help me pull it all together and show all the comments on the screen. That'll happen. And when I get that done, it'll roll. All the comments will roll on the screen as you guys are talking, and it won't just be me reading them. So right now, it's just important that I know who's at my table, because I would like to be able to say hello, and to, when I'm responding to you, I want to know who I'm responding to. So let's talk about, what was I saying? So when I started my new job, the one that I'm at now, there was a colleague of mine who would go around the room and he would shake everybody's hand. Every time he would show up, he would shake somebody's hand. Diane is the favorite. So see, y'all keep on putting favorite niece. I'm going to be all confused. It's a fight. Who's the favorite? Y'all all my favorite. But so he would go around and he would shake people's hands. Good morning, good morning, good morning. And I'm like, I don't want to touch you. I don't want to touch you every day. That's such an invasion of my space. I don't want to touch you every day. So I had to go up to him and say, you know what? I really appreciate you speaking to me every morning. I love that, but I'm not really that touchy person. It's uncomfortable for me to touch people every day. Every day, every time you come in here, good morning, good morning. Nah, it doesn't work for me. And he's a great guy, and it's a great way for him to come into the office every day and to let his team and all his colleagues know that he appreciates them, he sees them, he hears them, blah, blah, blah. And at the end of the day, don't touch me. So these love languages, in the work setting, it's not necessarily love, right? But am I comfortable touching all of my coworkers? No, I came from California. You don't touch people. You don't touch people at work. If you want to, you ask. Can I hug you? Can I touch you? You don't just touch folks. Crystal says Adrian was excited to see when we watched your tea time on the TV the other day, since it was on YouTube. Yeah, y'all keep on going back and forth. Typo, favorite niece. Right. So I'm going to need a second favorite niece, a third favorite niece. But what I need to know is to remember who claims which. So I'm still going to be confused. And eventually I'll be like, who the hell is FN? Anyway, so love languages apply everywhere. Now, again, it's not to say that I don't like to be touched, people. Let's not be mistaken. I do like hugs. I don't mind shaking folks' hands. But in that way, sometimes I'm like my daddy, like, don't touch me. Especially now with coronavirus, don't touch me. Don't even come close. Keep your distance. Now I have justification for why I don't want people touching me. I don't know you like that. So I am going to pull up our love languages post by Suli so that I can go through what's important to someone whose love language is touch. Where is it? Why can't I see? Oh, there we go. Physical touch. Yeah, there's a sergeant major here at my job who walks the halls and goes to hug everyone every morning. No, exactly. No, I don't want to hug you. I don't want to hug you. Now, I do want to hug when I want to hug. And there are people I want to hug all the time. And there are times when I did get excited or I'm happy for someone. I'm like, oh my God, I just want to hug you. But I'm going to ask you, is it okay? Steve says, so basically people have no idea when it's safe to give you a hug. That's exactly right. Right. Err on the side of caution. Don't try to hug me. Let's see. Physical touch. Try offering massages, initiating intimacy, making hugs a habit, non-sexual touch that reminds them of your presence, putting your arm around them or embracing them. Avoid long periods without intimacy. Avoid coldly giving affection. Avoid waiting for your partner to express their desire for physical affection. See, part of the thing for me is that I don't want to touch out of obligation to touch. Again, it's all about obligation. I don't have an obligation to touch anybody. It's just like when we have our kids, we grew up where give auntie a hug, give Mimi a kiss, give mommy a kiss, give grandma a hug. No, you get to touch people when you want to touch people, not when they want to touch you. And we have, probably all of us at this table, have moved away from insisting that the kids come give me a hug. No, that baby never has to touch me. When that baby wants to touch me, that baby can come over and touch me. When my nephew wants to hug me, my nephew can come over and hug me. When my nieces want to come and hang on me, they can come and hang on me. But I'm not going to be forcing anybody to hug me or touch me. And I'm not going to force my hug or touch on them. I think that's the thing for me, is that I grew up in a time, most of us at this table probably did, except for the younger ones, grew up in a time where you were automatically expected to hug your family members, hug the auntie that's not really related, but we call her auntie because that's the term of endearment and respect, especially in the Black American community, African community. It's auntie is who everybody is, right? Or uncle, who everybody is. However, that ain't my auntie. I ain't got to hug her. T will walk by and look, man, I'm going to start filling in words for you. Will walk by and gently touch my back or shoulder or head, and it feels natural and loving. And when she's mad, she hits me, but I still feel the love. That's right. It's a love tap, knocking you upside your head. That type of touch is fantastic. I had an ex. I love touch. I love that, Stace. I love that. Just come by, touch my hand, touch my head, rub my back. But, I got back issues. If you're going to touch my back, it better be a bona fide massage. Don't be on there doing that little silly stuff. Look, just either massage it or get away from it. Don't tease my back. Don't tease my back pain, okay? Don't rub my back. Massage that sucker. However, I had an ex who every time he touched me, for him, intimacy was sex. And I'm like, come on, man. I couldn't touch him. I would have to hold back. If I saw him in the kitchen and I just wanted to walk past and give him a hug, yeah, to him, giving him a hug meant we about to go have sex. Like, come on, man. Can I just hug you? Can I just touch your shoulder? Look, every touch? That's too much. So then I'm not touching at all. Because if every single time I touch you, you think that means we about to go hop in the bed, there is a problem. Understand. Don't confuse intimacy always with sex. Don't confuse it. Don't confuse someone whose love language is physical touch. Don't confuse that and think that means they want to have sex all the time. Nah, they just need to literally feel your presence. Literally feel your presence. That doesn't mean his love language is physical touch, so I'm about to be butt naked in front of him all day, every day. No, that's not how that works. Adrian will hug whoever. Kalina and Landon, you would be lucky to get a hug. Right. Don't hug. That's right. Don't hug nobody if you don't want to. No, you give a hug to whoever. And sometimes when you want to, still don't. I'm physical touch for sure, but I'm so hyper conscious of other people's personal space. I hardly ever initiate hugs or handshakes or anything unless I'm super comfortable with them. Who is that? Who is that? Y'all know you got to tell me who you are if you're coming in here through Facebook. I need to know who you are. Who said that? Tell me what your name is. Oh, that's Adrian. Adrian, didn't I say put your initials? Where's the initials at the end? Physical touch as a love language is a little vague for me. It depends on my mood of the day. Thank you, Adrian. The thing about it is, it's not vague to me. I get it as long as if I read through this and everyone's clear that that does not mean sex. That's what bothers me. When people think that sex means love. No, sex does not mean love. A gentle brushing of my bald head. Don't do it like a pervert. Like a friend of mine rubs on me. I'm like, dude, come on, man. That's just nasty. Stop rubbing my head like it's a crystal ball. Just feeling your presence. My son wakes up every morning. He wants to give a hug. And then 5 minutes after he wakes up, he wants to give another hug. And then after he makes breakfast, he wants to give another hug. And while breakfast is making, he wants to give a hug. And before I go out the door, he wants to give a hug. By the time he's been up for an hour, I've gotten 20 hugs. 20, at least, in 1 hour. That ain't my language. Like, dude, get off of me for real. Why? Come on, man. No, you've already had 20 hugs. Can I get a break? Because if it's his love language and I don't feel like it, does that show that I don't love him? And do I have to do it if I don't feel like it? Dang, can you just imagine I gave you like visualize? Suli, that's the question for me. That's the question for me on all of these. I think that we have to respect each other's love languages, period. If it's someone you love and you refuse to honor their love language, then they'll never know that love. You may love them, but they'll never feel your love because you're not honoring their love language. So if you love them, that means you sacrifice sometimes to honor their love language. And let's say their love language is opposite of yours. So if their love language is opposite of yours, that means they are also sometimes sacrificing. Maybe they don't give gifts. Maybe that's not their thing. But they know you love that. And therefore, in order for Suli to know that I love her, I've got to show her love in the way that she receives it. Or else I'm just working for naught. Right? Good morning, Chelsea Mack. You late. Suli, if you knew it showed him love, you might feel differently. Might. No, Suli, you would. It's not too much work for the right man, Suli. It's too much work for the wrong man. For the right man, it's not work at all. For the right man, and for the men at the table, for the right woman, it's not work. It's natural. You do it naturally because you want the person you love to know that you love them. What's the point of running around cooking dinner for somebody who doesn't eat? Like, if they don't eat, why are you going to spend all day slaving in the kitchen? Or if they don't eat pork, let's say, and you're going to go in there and make smothered pork chops. Well, what does that do for that person? It's not even feeding that person. You're trying to feed the person you're with. You're trying to feed them your love, feed them your positive vibes, feed them your positive energy. Maybe they don't care that you're out there slaving in the garden, growing your fresh vegetables and doing all that stuff because that's not their language. But if you care enough about them, you want them to feel your love. What's the point of loving somebody if they don't feel it? Suli, you're special today, Suli. I mean, every day, but especially today. Good morning, Tobiah. Mixing up everyone's love language, getting myself into trouble. Right, that's the problem. That's the problem. But yeah, you're doing for one person what the other person likes, and they don't even, got to keep them straight, Suli. No. See, Suli, he doesn't care about your garden from the sense of it fueling him. However, he cares about it because it fuels you. And that's the sacrifice he's making. So he's going to go and give you a gift of more plants for your garden because he knows that's something that will excite Suli. Good morning, Mom. I thought you weren't coming on. You have a headache. Get off of here. Go get some rest. Walking by someone and simply touching them with a brush of the hand. Right. Suli is on a big question. She is, right, Steve? Suli on some stuff today. Suli's out there. Hell no. Get to stepping. Your love language ain't my love language. As a matter of fact, here's your interview card. I'm going to need you to fill out all these questions. I'm going to have to take this back and review, and I will be calling you if you get a second interview. We all have to learn to receive love in the way our people will give it and recognize that they're showing love in their way. We also all need to work to love our people in the way that they'll receive it best. It's got to be an ebb and flow. I'm glad you added that second part, Adrian, because I was about to disagree until I read the second part. I'm only disagree in this sense. It's not really a true disagreement. It's just a tweak of what you have said. I don't think that we have to learn to receive it. We have to learn to appreciate it. We receive love in the way that we receive love. I can't force myself to receive something that is not my innate natural ability to receive it that way. However, I can learn that that's how you give love, and I can appreciate that that's what you're doing, that you're showing me love in the way that you show love. Only that works, though. Only that works if you are also recognizing how I need to receive love and doing that as well. So I agree with you. It is a give and take. We're ebbing and flowing, but I don't think ebb and flow is the right word though, because ebb and flow is like stop and start. We're not ebbing and flowing. We're giving and taking. That's what we're doing. We're giving and taking. The relationship ebbs and flows, right? But we don't want it to ebb and flow in terms of the love languages. We want it to be a give and take. I'm going to give you what you need, and I'm going to take from you what I need. And you should be doing the same thing. And that's the thing. That's where the relationships have to be evenly yoked. It's not my responsibility to show you love in the way that you receive love, and yet I'm never getting love in return. I'm never, ever getting love in return in the way that I receive it. If I'm constantly being concerned about how you receive it, and I'm adjusting myself to give it to you the way I know you will receive it, but you're not also doing that same thing, that's not love. It has to be an evenly yoked relationship. We both have to be willing to step outside of our own comfort zone. Suli got to learn to touch you, even when she doesn't feel like touching you. But the key, Suli, you got to work on making it look like you actually feel like touching them. You can't just do it out of obligation, like, here's my hand on your shoulder. Okay? You can't do that. You have to come to the point where you are actually feeling like touching that person. And that person can only get you there. You can only get there with that person if that person is returning love to you in the way that you receive love. Okay, I got you, Suli. I knew we would get there, Suli, because your trauma was on the front. Like, your trauma was like, get out of the way. Hold on, growing Suli. Growing Suli, get out the way. I need to speak right now. Yes, exactly. Suli's like, here's my hand, and it's on your shoulder. I think that's the thing, is that we give so much of ourselves so many times. And there's so many people who will say, like what you said, Adrian, who will say it's a give and take. It's a give and take. You have to give me what I receive. I have to give you what you receive. You know, you just got to learn to understand what love looks like for me. Yeah. But if I said that to you and you said that to me, when do we actually come to understand each other? The same thing. It's like when someone says to me, Kai, you haven't called me in a while. Okay, well, did you call me? Are you doing to me what you want me to do to you? Are you showing me love in the way that I receive it? Or are you only expecting me to show you love in the way that you receive it? Are you even open to understanding how I receive love? Steve says, Lord, were y'all ever hugged as children? Yeah, probably too much. That's why don't touch me. I got enough love built up for years. Yeah, see, exactly. Suli was overhugged. That's why we don't need it from y'all trifling men. Look, you ain't got to touch me. I'm good. I'm good. Never give so much of yourself that you have nothing left for yourself. Right. And I will add to that, never give so much of yourself. No, never give yourself in such a way that someone is not willing to give of themselves to you. You can't be oversharing, overhugging, overloving, loving strong, and you're not being loved strong. You can't do that. You have to make sure. So, Suli, you're going to want to touch him when it is the right him. And that's his love language. You're going to want to touch him. And he's going to want to be in your garden with you. Not because that's his thing, because it's your thing. And he loves you. And he knows that fills you up, fills your cup. So I'm coming out here with my baby. I'm about to learn to be a tomato farmer. I'm about to learn to grow some sunflowers. And all his friends gonna be making fun of him like, dude, she got you in the garden. You damn right. She got me in the garden. She got me in the garden. She got me in the kitchen. She got me in the bedroom. She got me all over the damn house and outside and at your house and everywhere. Yes, she does. And then that's the man that you ain't gonna mind touching. And then your girlfriend's gonna be like, girl, you're touching all over him. Yes, that's right. That's right. I'm touching him and nobody else. That's right. Oh, Lord, man. I'm waiting for that man, Suli. Don't worry. I'm waiting for him too. I'm not waiting. I mean, it exists, I'm sure, somewhere. I haven't found it yet, but it exists. I'm just saying. So this is the thing. It really just comes back to, and you know what? I was a little timid about talking about this whole touch thing, right? I was like, yeah, I don't need to talk about touching folks. Oh, don't touch me. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. But when I love someone, it all changes. It all changes. That's why I said I think all of these languages are mine. Because when I'm in love with somebody, I want all of them. Primary love language is all 5. They are all ranked the same. Every single one of them. I want to be touched. I want to get gifts. I want to spend quality time. I want to talk to you. I want to hear from you. Look, I want it all. Maybe that's my problem. Maybe that's why I don't have any of it, because at any given point, all the rest of y'all are out there with one primary love language and I got 5. That's the problem. Are you willing to do all the things the man likes to do? So far, it's been from one side of the street. I guess that's how you know you love. Exactly, Suli. I don't know what you mean, Steve. So far. What do you mean so far? Is that what you've heard, Steve? Have you heard that it's only one side? Because I'm pretty sure that what I have said is not one-sided. Stay says, white girls always lay their hands on your chest when speaking to you, but you can do the same thing back. But you can't do the same thing. Why they got to touch your chest when they talking to you? I don't understand that. Adrian's a white girl. Adrian, you put your hands on folks' chests when you're talking to them. I don't think that's all white girls, Stace. I think that's just the ones you met. I don't see Adrian walking around touching on every man's chest talking about what I wanted to say was, how do I get to Starbucks? Oh, I missed the first part. Okay. Let me go back and see Tobias, yes, it can be misinterpreted, but as someone of the nature of touch, I learned that there are levels to this. Okay. All right. I did miss that part. Tobias, yes, it can be misinterpreted, but someone, is that the part? Did I miss? Look, I'm confused now. Oh no, that's in there twice. I got it. Okay. I don't touch people's chests, just see? Adrian, a white girl, she doesn't touch people's chests. Excuse me, where's Starbucks? Excuse me, I would like to have your help. I'm messing with you, Stace. That's just the one you met. Maybe you got a fine chest. Maybe that's why they're trying to touch it. Take it as a compliment. Tell them to get their hands off of you, because T gonna come swinging and we gonna all have our back. Who is it? Suli gonna have a bat. I'm gonna have a getaway car. Yeah, I think I'll have a getaway car. T gonna be swinging. Suli gonna have a bat. I'm gonna have the getaway car. Crystal gonna flatten their tires or whatever. Adrian gonna do something like, hold on, you misrepresenting us. Like, we all got T's back at this table. Oh, that was pre-T. Okay, good. Thank you. I'm glad you cleared that up. But anyway, we had her back. Well, they were flirting with you, Steve. Stace, they were flirting with you. I was just going to say, let T see that. No more hands present for physical touch. Exactly. Exactly. Thank you. You better tell them to back up, Stace. That's what you need to tell them. You tell them to back up. Tell them you got T and T got T timetable. So a whole gang of folks going to come after folks. I'm going to have to bail. Oh, Steve going to have to bail money. There we go. See? That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. T got a community at this table that's about to have her back if somebody step to Stace. We don't play that. We don't play that. We only have a couple of married people at this table. Tobiah, Stace, Adrian. Karen comes to the table. Karen's married. I can't think of, my niece, Diane is married. Alicia. Anyway, point is, there's some single people at this table that support the married people at this table, and we will have all of your back. Keeping these dang relationships strong. I got to get my cousins in line, apparently. Yes, thank you. Adrian going to be out there talking about, hold on. Listen, we have this tea time talk. I'm going to need you to come to the table. You need to understand how to be, because this is not how we do it, at least not in 2020 and moving forward. Anyway, guys, it's time for me to go. Thank you so much for lifting me up today in this difficult language of love. Difficult language, because I swear, until I read this, I'm like, no, I ain't to touch him tight. Don't be touching on me. However I am in reality, but when it's love, you know, and I hope my mama's not on here, because she's gonna be like, but you don't hug me because you hang on for too long, mama. Ugh, get the hugs. Don't be hanging on to me. Just get in, get out, get your hug and go. Anyway. Thank you, guys. I think, guys, I have so many meetings, and I've got back-to-back meetings all week long. It's like all of a sudden all these meetings pop up. We have some new implementation of some programs that we're doing at work, and so therefore, so tomorrow I have another meeting. So we're going to say that all week. What is today? Today Thursday? Oh, today is Thursday. So tomorrow I don't have another meeting. So we can leave it at 12. We can leave it at this time just for the rest of this week, or we can change it back to our regular time. What do you guys want to do? Tell me in the comments real quick before we go. Do you want to leave it at this time for this week? Just finish out this week with this time, or do you want to go back for tomorrow? Whatever works for you guys. Thank you, Suli. I don't know why when I do this orangey color, it's supposed to be a peach, but I don't know why when I cut. Okay, so we're going to leave it. We're going to leave it at this time. All right, perfect. So we're going to leave it at this time. I'll see you here tomorrow. My lunchtime, your regular whatever time. I will see you here at this time tomorrow. And then we will finish our last love language tomorrow. What is that one? I don't need quality time. Quality time. So we'll do the quality time talk tomorrow. I appreciate you guys at my table. Thank you so very much for showing up and showing out every day. I love you at the table. I love you in my life. I love how you lift me, really lift me up when I'm feeling like, ugh, right? You lift me. And I hope that this does the same for you. I will remember, Adrian, you can either message me or get my information from Chelsea and send me your address so that I can send you your sample of the shaving cream and bath tea. Adrian and Hadia won that contest. 9, 11, and 12. Yes, thank you, Stace. 9, 11, and 12. We're going to leave it at that for tomorrow. I will see you here, same place, same time. And as always, wash your hands, wear your mask, and keep your distance creatively so that you can still be connected. Wash your hands, wear your mask, keep your distance. And I will see you